Hey, so I'm here with Brent Nichols, and Brent, you've been through the Digital Entrepreneurs Program with us. Uh, so let's jump right in. Let's talk a little bit about sort of your progress with your agency, how that's looking, and then also how many clients you've got, what your revenue numbers look like, and all that fun stuff. So I'll let you take it from here if you wanna share some details.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me, Joe. Brent Nichols, the proud co-owner of JDS. My wife and I started our digital marketing company back in August, and just until recently, in meeting Joe and Declan and running through the Matrimont programs is when we really started taking off. It's really amazing. The program was concise. It got to the point, and you just got to rewatch them and everything. But to answer your question, we got 9 clients now, and that's all happened within the last 3 months, and that's all happened within the confines of the program. Starting with the social media secrets, which I think is the key, and the of course the networking mastery. That's the key, actually. That was the first one I took, and that opened my eyes into, wow, we gotta meet people. We gotta have face-to-face interactions, gain that trust. We know our products are great. We know what we can do, but no one else does. No one else cares. And until you get in front of them, they don't. And I think part of being in the program, really taught us that from that first masteries program we had, and now into the digital marketing course that you have. It's all laid out there. All the
Digital entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs. Yeah, sorry about that. It's laid out in a way where you can go back to it. It's a great reference tool, and it's all fulfillment, and it goes from top to bottom, and it's designed for people like me, like the beginner, right? The person that's just getting going in the industry, and then it expands from there. So yeah.
Cool. And then what did you say your monthly recurring revenues at this point?
So of our 9 clients, the reoccurring revenue on them is about $4,000 per month.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
They were looking to grow that. We've actually coined April as the 10K month. That's what we're doing. April's going to be a 10K month. So that's happening.
You can definitely do it, man. Especially with your work ethic. You just keep hitting the pavement and working hard. You'll definitely be able to do it. Cool.
Absolutely.
And your wife just quit her corporate job. You'll be quitting yours as well next.
That's right.
Awesome. And then, so really just the last 2 things I want to ask you are, firstly, as far as just sort of getting into, doing this, what would you say was like your main motivator for that? Again, you and your wife both have very good corporate jobs, and you guys are leaving those behind to, do your agency and everything. What made you want to do that?
The main motivator would be freedom of both time and money. Getting handcuffed to the corporate job, while good pay, it's just, you don't live the life you want to live, especially with our dynamic. We're a blended family. We have 6 kids. We have 2 houses. We have a lot of things going on. And it was time for a change. We know we're both driven individuals capable of learning, creating, and doing something special here. And the opportunity came along, and I'm glad we crossed paths, because what you had to offer and the way it was delivered is exactly what we needed to hear at that moment. And we're here now doing it.
Awesome. And then the last question here, if somebody's thinking about going through the program, what are your thoughts on it? I know you've been through some other programs. What was your experience going through the Digital Entrepreneurs program?
So the Digital Entrepreneurs program was very well put together, very concise, very, in a way, it doesn't waste your time, right? In a nutshell, right? That's what we have, right? The time is so precious that everything's to the point. You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, and you go do it. And then you go do it again, and you go do it again, and you get more and more proficient. So the course is set up for busy individuals that just want the facts and the how-tos. And it's that's what it is. So that's what I'd say is probably the best part about it. And then obviously the content is, you know, nothing short of amazing when it takes you from start to finish as someone that maybe doesn't even know how to turn on a computer. You can actually take it from start to finish. It's that well done with the directions that specific.
Awesome. Yeah. And actually, speaking of not having a computer, it's so funny you say that, because I didn't have a computer when I first started my business. So I actually bought a computer on my credit card, and was like, I just got to make this happen. So I'm glad you mentioned that, because that kind of made me chuckle a little bit inside. I was like, I didn't have a computer, didn't have a car, didn't have anything. Just a bunch of debt, you know, which I had to get out of. So, and then as far as like somebody who's thinking about taking the program, would you recommend it, or, you know, or not, I guess?
I would absolutely recommend it. And with any program, you know, digital entrepreneurship, I mean, you're being in your own business. So this is a message direct to that person out there that needs to hear it. It's work, right? I mean, there's no magic here. It's information that's critical to your success, but the magic occurs when you implement it.
Exactly.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a big thing that we promote a lot is really like you said, it's not magic. What we give you is a system that works, all the tools to implement it. But ultimately you have to put in the work, you have to actually do it. You know, it's not some type of like get rich quick without any work. You can make money quickly with it, but you still have to put in the work to do that. And I think that's something which, you know, that's just, you know, part of, you know, really what we like to tell people, you know, it's a process, it works, but you have to take action, and you have to put in the work. So
that's right.
Awesome. Cool. Well, it's been a pleasure, having you on, Brent, and, you know, really appreciate you doing this. And then also, best of luck with everything you got going on, moving forward. I think you can definitely hit that 10K mark. That's awesome to hear that you've broken the 4K month, and, you know, pretty soon you'll be quitting your corporate job and, you know, joining your wife and everything. And, it'll be pretty awesome.
Yeah. No, thank you very much. Really, thanks for having me, Joe, and appreciate the opportunity.